Ah, I could not hold back the yawn any longer. Hey, howdy, it's me, Tylphen. Today, Cyberpunk 2077 had an update, and that update was over 70 gigabytes. So I was not going to be able to download it by today. So I instead decided to play Roboquest. And Roboquest is a roguelite game where you play as a robot and you go out and you shoot other robots. That's a good old. That's going to take 3 days. That's going to take me 3 days to get through that. Now I have played quite a bit of Roboquest. Like I've gone through and I've beaten the last guy several times. I have all the characters unlocked. I think my game's a little laggy. It might be a little laggy on the stream as well. Hang on. Let me turn some things down. Activate a... Do they have... VSync option or frame rate limiter? Turtle sync, yes, but it's probably syncing to something else. So I'm gonna switch to full screen. Oh no, this was awful. This was a terrible idea. What have I done? Everything's moved around. There you are. No. Nope. I didn't actually change anything, so graphic quality, knock it down to high. All right, there we go. And the game still looks much as it did, so nothing was lost. So I have played this game quite a bit already. I have already like mostly completed a lot of the stuff. Each time that you do a run, you get these wrench things as a currency, which makes this game a roguelite game because every time that you die, you get upgrades to stuff, and that's kind of stinky. I don't like that. I don't like that aspect of roguelites. However, a lot of the upgrades are it's not imperative that you have them. They're not like plus health, they're not like plus weapon damage, or they're not like plus all this other stuff that's like pretty much baked into what you would need. You can have all the items in your run at one time. You can have all the modifiers for a gun in each of your very first run if you decide to do so. I think it just makes it easier to do things, and it unlocks additional like merchants and options per time that you run through the game. So that's about like the biggest demerit that this game has, that it has this whole progression tree here, but it is not stinky enough to make me sniff my nose up at it. Everything else is incredibly fun. I usually play the commando, which the commando has a rocket that homes and explodes and do stuff, and he has a lot of changes to his rockets and his shotgun throughout the run. So there's a perk that you can get that removes the homing from the rocket but turns it into a 3-way shot. I have recently though been using the ranger because he was kind of changed, and he's also now spear guy, And if you don't know, spears are the ultimate weapon. Spears are just the best. They have been since the dawn of time and always will be. Do not believe the Japanese historian lies that everyone had a katana or whatever. No, they all had spears. Even in Japan, they had spears. China, spears. Mongolia, spears. Old English days, spears. It was spears, not knights in armor and great swords. They used spears. It was all spears. Usually spears and halberds. So I enjoy me a spear guy. And then you have the option of buying or like increasing different things with these little gadgets. It's like I don't know. Usually I just stick with reduced damage from traps and find better weapons because it's all I need. Everything else is unlock a stomp ability, get an additional weapon slot. Normally I just spend my time on the highest DPS weapon that I have, so I don't need a third weapon slot. Increase armor by 10%. Don't need armor if you don't get hit. So if you take health and you take armor, then you're either extremely bad or extremely good. It's like the... What's that? Wait, what? I thought I told the sound to be playing in the background. Okay. Alright, that's weird. So while I hang on, I actually have there's a whole other video game that I can think of. Cluster Truck. Add to new playlist? Yeah. Cluster Truck. Alright. So what was it? Graph of... It's like a distribution graph meme? Something like that. Yeah. Alright. Bell curve. That's what it is. Cluster Truck is another one of those games that I'm gonna have to go and play. Okay, so if you take armor in a if you take armor and health in a roguelike, then you're either here at the very bottom end of the bell curve or you're here at the top end of the bell curve. You're here because you say you take health and armor because then you won't die. You're here because then you say you can't die. And saying that you can't die is another way of saying that you can't lose. So if you can't die, then you will eventually win. And then I'm here, right here in the middle where I say, no, glass cannon. Like, just get me through it faster. Just end me. Anyways. Why have little stick when long stick good? Yes, exactly. Long stick is... Big stick is king. Big stick, cavemen had it right all along. We don't need these 1,000 folded swords. We don't need iron imbued with bone magic to make steel on accident. We had it good and well with the stick. So I've been going through all the different difficulties. I'm at heroes +4 now. That means that I've beaten the game 1, 2, 3, 4 times on the hardest difficulties now. An additional temporary challenge for the early access. But yeah. Anyways, let's start. I don't know how well I'll be able to talk, or if I'll just be like a lean forward, mouth open, and that's a change. Projectiles explode. I don't think... You know what? I haven't used a chainsaw yet. So we're using the chainsaw. Oh no, it sucks. Also, I'm definitely not going to win this first run. I'm definitely going to die on like round 3, and it's going to be awful because I haven't played this in a while. Actually, I kind of forgot that I had the basic pistol. All right. Dual Uzis. Always trust the damage number on your gun, because it factors in damage per second from fire rate and landing all your shots at optimal ranges. So if it says that a gun has lower damage, you better believe that it has lower damage. All right, first level up. What do we got? Taking down a marked enemy shreds the mark to another. Marked enemies hitting or decoy. Okay. We got shotguns, increase weapons and javelin damage by 35% against enemies within 7 meters. We're taking that. We are a shotguns build now. And don't worry, unlike Cyberpunk and unlike a lot of games, shotguns are actually good here. Also, with the help of our decoy, we can get in pretty easily. Or at least we'll have a lot of help with being able to get in on people. Sheriff Carbine. Increase melee and javelin damage. Increase alt fire damage. Okay, we're taking the carbine. It deals burn damage. Well, that's our first elemental damage, and that's good. Darn it, don't have the power cells. This game has a bunch of really nice features. One of which is rockets don't do self damage. That feels very simple, very dumb thing to mention specifically, but since it also has like rocket jumping, it feels necessary or obligatory to have self damage. Looking at you, Overwatch, and Pharah. Meanwhile, Junkrat also exists and doesn't take any sort of self damage. But another one of the features is that if you run out of ammo on one of your guns, you can swap over to the other one, and then the weapon that needed to be reloaded will reload while it's in the back pocket. So if you find 2 really good guns, you can just keep swapping between them and have no downtime on playing. Which I just did. It is a little awkward for me to figure out when I should use my javelin, which seems to do quite a bit of like stun damage, but I don't know quite a lot of when I should be using it. All right, S rank, nice, we got it. So these wrenches that we get, the completed +2 wrench, difficulty +2 wrench, S rank +1 wrench, These are the currencies that we will be using to upgrade our base camp. So whenever we die or we complete this run, we'll go back to the base camp and we'll be able to hopefully have enough upgrades. Well, have enough to buy and upgrade. Both your guns suck. All these guns also suck, except for this one. Candle. Increased burn damage over time by 10%. That increases burn damage. And we have a burn gun, so it is good. Also, this music is awesome. But yeah, also, I got pulled over by a cop on the way to my home after work for riding a bicycle. And it has not been the first time. It has been like the 5th time this year. Love it. This time around, though, the cop did seem like actually angry. What did he say? He said that I was interrupting traffic. And I, being the incredibly intelligent individual that I am, said, "Wow, I'm not disrupting traffic as much as you are, sir. Because everyone can just go over to the left, which is why I stay on the right side of the lane." Maybe that had something to do with why he was angry. Increase armor by 10%. Nah, we don't need that. That means that we take less damage from enemies and that shoot from within us. We'll take more weapon damage. I didn't see what the alt fire on the gun did. Can he give you a ticket for riding? He probably can give me a ticket for whatever the hell he wants me to have a ticket for. Whether or not I actually pay it is something else, because you can challenge tickets. Did I accidentally kill? Okay. Pretty sure you can challenge the ticket that you receive whenever you want. But no, he did not give me a ticket. He just gave me a stern warning. And he knows that he can't really like do anything, I guess, other than like a lot of things. So never mind. He can do a lot of things. He just didn't. But yeah, another day, another getting pulled over for riding a bicycle. I did tell him that if he wanted me off the road, if he wanted me off my bicycle, then all he had to do was just get a bus route. Just like give me a bus. Give me public transportation. And he did the same thing that everyone else does and said, well, that doesn't work around here. And I didn't have enough energy to say, okay, look at the literal other parts of everything else in the world. Guess I'm just gonna have to tell Europe that their buses don't work. Just gonna have to tell Japan that buses don't work. Guess we don't have to tell our local elementary and middle and high schools that their bus routes don't work. But nobody would use a bus route. I guarantee you that I would. I guarantee you that there would be several elderly people that already use the local transit system that we somehow have that is available only for the elderly would use. I bet you that if you made it affordable and good enough, then a lot of younger creatures would. Creatures, or children. But then they would be home for homeless people. No, they wouldn't. That's just no. Additionally, all you would have to do is just the reason why you would have a lot of poor people on is like, oh well, just so happens that whenever you make shit affordable and works, then the people that use it would use it. Okay, increase fire rate and reload speed for a while. Got it. So this is the first boss that we're fighting. It's a giant mole. Or a mole robot. All of his like red eye spots are his weak points, and those count for headshots. And he will be continually laying down mines. I can shoot the mines to clear them out, but I don't think I'll be doing that unless I have the opportunity available to me while he is not shootable. It's I don't get it either. It's incredibly unfortunate because a lot of it stems from just being like, I don't want to see them, I don't want to acknowledge them, and I don't want to be the one to say no to them, right? Because I don't know. Then it's like a lot of people just don't want to see homeless people because it lowers their property value and it makes their generational wealth not as vibrant. Only an A rank. Damn. But the difference between getting an A rank and getting an S rank is just like one wrench of points. Oh yeah, there's like a comic strip cutscene that happens in between the chapters, but I skipped them because I'm an awful person. It's like saying you poor. It literally is saying you poor. That's also why also the original point of homeowner associations. Also, now that the stream has been going for a while, has the video looked okay? Particularly during fights and stuff. Like whenever I'm moving around and I'm moving my mouse around, I'm jumping about and I'm slide dashing in my rocket launcher. My baby. Because if not, then I know of another fix that I could do, but wait, no, I don't. I had to. Were you there whenever I talked about my trials and tribulations with putting my SSDs into my computer and pretty much having to redo everything about my computer? So it's been overall good. Yeah, need a proper frame limit. I know the solution. You don't think so? Well, that was a time. Whenever I got my my new SSDs in the mail, I was like, oh boy, oh buddy, I can't wait to put them in. And then I did. I changed my monitor to 60 hertz, and it hurts me 60 times a second. But with VSync it should be better. I said, oh boy, I'm going to put all my SSDs on. And I did. And then whenever it came time to plug my operating system hard drive or SSD back in, my Windows forgot what it was like to exist. So I spent a whole day putting my stuff back on, or getting my operating system back on my computer. Because I had to like uninstall it and reinstall it multiple times for it to work. Because Windows is the most perfect operating system to ever exist, and has definitely never had any problems ever whenever you try to install it on anything. I need to remember that I have the javelin. No, not the javelin, but I have the decoy. I remember that I have spears all the time. I love my spears. But the javelin, no, decoy. The decoy is new to my brain. Especially because I picked up these punch gauntlets, and I'm trying to use them, and approaching with melee weapons in this game is hard sometimes. Oh wait, I just noticed this rocket launcher also has a property that removes the projectiles from it, so it's a hit scan. So melee and akimbo weapons in this game will give you a speed boost, a movement speed boost to make it better. Meanwhile, heavy weapons will lower your speed. And heavy weapons include rocket launchers and miniguns. The shock gauntlets are probably really good because they have a very, very high stun value. All I have to do is just get close to them and then hit them twice, and then they're pretty much dead because they're stunned forever. Wait, did I tweet out that I was streaming? No, I didn't, because I was waiting for a video to upload. Longbow, never mind. We have we have replaced our shock gauntlets with a bow. Let me. However, before I do that, let me check on the tweet. There we go. And then we close out Twitter because Twitter loves hogging up resources. All right, what upgrade we getting this time? Health for cowards, but I'm also playing like poopy this time. So we need to play a little bit like a coward. Especially whenever the other upgrades were okay. Like it said, one of them was your decoy deals damage. And it's definitely going to be very, very good. But I have chosen to not. Also, damn. You actually get like a hit with a cryo weapon. Well, you get a hit with this bow, and if it's a crit, like a headshot or something, then they take all of the element. Damn. Increase repair bot. Okay. I can do that. So the archaic weapons that are like the throwing weapons and the bows and the crossbow stuff, they do have a certain amount that you can shoot before you need to reload, but they also have the shortest reload in the game. It's like zip fire, reload, zip fire, reload, zip fire, reload, zip fire. It's like almost less than a second. So they're very good for sustaining damage. I could be finishing up that Ocarina of Time randomizer seed, but I think I'll save that for this weekend. Also, I kind of want Friday stream to be extra long. Also, I'm dead. I'm dying. I'm almost certainly going to die. And it's going to be one of the little tiny dude's fault that I'm dead. Nope, it was a turret. Well, that was a run. Try out one of the other guys, because I haven't played any of them for a while. Except for Commando. I've clearly played Commando. The guy that you start off with is is very much like Crystal from Nuclear Throne, where he just has like health, and he has access to a lot of armor and shields. Recon, they've reworked a bit. Like, he used to be the invisible guy. Now that's Ranger. But Recon has a knife that does a bunch of damage whenever you get like 5 kills in a row. So I think I'll be using him next run. Can we buy anything? Nothing that I want to buy. All right. Pump shotgun. Arquebus. Shotgun. Why am I even considering it? I'm a shotgun person all the way. Okay. V is my melee attack. Or 4. Because I have a MMO mouse. So every so often there will be a robot thing that comes out of the walls, and they make the boo doo 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 noise, and you shoot them and you kill them for extra health pickups, and I think they also provide extra experience. Could be wrong on that one, but they do drop a lot of health orbs. I'll take my cells and I'll go. I saw I blinked just a little bit. I did the blink ability, and I did it and thought immediately of Cyber Runner. No, Ghost Runner. Ghost Runner. I keep always and forever wanting to say cyber in its name, because it's like a cyberpunk style game where it's in the cyberpunk genre, but it's Ghost Runner, and it is an incredibly fun game. Another one of those that I'm definitely going to stream at one point, especially because I think it recently announced getting DLC. And the last DLC that it had, you played as one of the villains. I don't remember much of that. It was okay, I think. Get away from me. Don't you dare explode on me. I have the trigger discipline. But oh, since it's on my mind, in the Dark Hunters book, in the Dark Hunters book series, since there are a lot of the Greek gods in it. Well, I don't know. I actually have no idea how much of the Greek god stuff is in it. I just know Artemis. But is Hephaestus in it? Because I find it hard to believe that a book series like the Dark Hunters series would have Artemis but no Hades. But also Hades and Hephaestus were like the only two decent Greek gods. Hephaestus is in it? Nice. I like Hephaestus. I have no idea if that's actually how you say his name, but that's how I've been saying his name. And until I'm corrected by actual Greek person himself, I think I'll just keep calling him Hephaestus. Oh yeah, I leveled up. Hang on. Using blink deploys a decoy that shoots enemy. Only in them for a line? Yeah, that sounds about right. Marking increases damage by 20%? Something like that. I'll take the decoy. Have to remember to use my abilities. I'm going to try to keep my abilities in mind. Thinking Julian's house and Kyrian comes over and dips out. Is Julian the Sephiroth? I don't think I remember who Kyrian is. And I don't think I ever knew what a Julian was. I think you may have mentioned him yesterday, or not yesterday, but you know, the other day, whenever the topic of the Dark Hunters book series came up again. I'm also trying to make a conscious effort to not like bop to the music. This is the guy that was cursed in the scroll. Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, okay. Here in his next block. Got it. The power gloves, man, they're so bad. Points if you get that reference. Speaking of, I think I know. I say speaking of after talking about the power glove, because I was thinking of light gun games, and light gun games are kind of similar, I think, to the power glove. The light gun is kind of a periphery that does certain things. But I think I'm going to use my GoPro as a webcam, because there is a GoPro program that allows that to happen. I'm going to find a way to strap it to... Oh my god, I lost half my health. Is it you? But I'm going to try and find a way to strap it to like my chin or something, and then finally open up my gunpla box. And I'm gonna hope... Well, I might need to like order some extra stuff and revolver is sexy. Me want revolver. Increases weapons and laser dagger damage by 30% and reload speed by 20%. I'm taking that. I mostly use like one weapon anyways because my brain is too small to juggle weapons. It's like that in Devil May Cry 5 as well, where I have a really hard time switching guns as Dante. So I usually just end up like accidentally swapping to Gunslinger and then using Rainstorm over and over again. Also, like, if I find a weapon that I like, I just use the weapon that I like a lot. But I think for that one particular stream, because I'm getting my light guns soon-ish TM. I want to do a stream first where I can properly, like, what's the word that I'm looking for? Preparing? I can properly prepare for a stream using my webcam to, well, not my webcam. It's not a webcam. It's a GoPro. But do a stream where I have the GoPro as a webcam, and I think I need to do a couple of practice runs with it first. Oh, no, you're grabbing me. Stop it. Let me go. Oh, I'm so dead. It's so over. I got grabbed once, and that pulled me into pretty much everything. These rooms are always going to kill me. I don't know what it is about these circle arenas where they just tell you to fight dudes, but these circle arenas where you just fight dudes are the death of me. They make me spill all my blood out. But you're a robot, you don't have blood. Well, you can also squeeze water from a stone if you squeeze hard enough. darling, say it ain't so. All right. At the top right of my screen, it says like 1 out of 3 Game Boys. You find those Game Boys by going out of the map and like looking around and finding lore and stuff. And I would do that more, but I ain't done that yet, I guess. Dr. Turret. What's up, darling? I missed my knife at point blank. I'm bad. This guy reminds me of a Final Fantasy 14 boss. I don't know. I don't remember which one it is. It's one of the ones in the Stormblood at the end of Stormblood. It's the Iron Golem at the end. Like what was it called? Gimlet Dark? No, ow. Because this dude puts out like a flamethrower forward and it coats an area. And the Iron Golem does something similar. Ow. It's embarrassing that this dude has taken all of my health. I had pretty much full health before coming into this fight. And this dude isn't all that hard. I have just been allowing myself to get hit by everything. This is not the run, gentlemen. This ain't the run. And I got a bad time. Dang. Actually, let's look at this comic. You're sticking your nose where it doesn't belong, human maggot. Human maggot? Really? Wait, hang on. I have a robot filter.
I have this robot filter for exactly whenever I play my one game of Lancer. Protocol 3. Protect the pilot. Welcome aboard, pilot. Your seat has been cooled to a cool 16 degrees Celsius. The sword is yours.
Yay, alright. Let's see. I need to stop making that noise. I need to stop saying the only one that's allowed to say like that is Patrick. Choose an element. Redo. I did it again. I need to stop that. Burn damage, because we want damage. We want hurties. And you know we want the rocket launcher. Oh, look at that. Look at that rocket jumping. Oh, it feels good. We'll just do shock damage. All right, now we've got a projectile. Whoa, hey, oh, hold up there. I was thinking about doing a casual playthrough of Custom Robo at one point, sometime after Cyberpunk 2077, and then after my casual run, I think I could practice doing speed runs of Custom Robo. It's like the 80% can be done in about an hour by a very good runner. So I think I could manage like 3 hours, and then I would be able to do better and do gooder and get better times and have a game to come back to, because until, I don't know, Warframe has a new Nightwave or something, until I get, I don't know, it wouldn't even be like a Nightwave that I would care about whenever I go back and play Warframe. It would just have to have like a huge backlog of stuff that I really want to get. It's like, say Gauss Prime gets in, as well as like 3 other primes that I want. Then it's time to grind and play the game, and then play it for like a solid 3 weeks. Speedrun stream would be cool. Thank you. I'm hoping that it would be cool for a little bit, especially whenever I'm somebody that knows what it is that I'm doing, and I can explain and I can show off things. Like for instance, in the 80% speed run of Custom Robo, you only use the Tri-Gun, which is the very first gun that you unlock shortly after the tutorial, and it is the only gun that you will ever use ever, because it is actually super good, and you will fight God with it, because it's a, you know, a JRPG game. Well, it's not an RPG, but it's a game in the Japanese, and you fight the equivalent of Satan, called Rahu, who is a disease that entered a child's toy on, I don't know, on a whim, and now the world-ending disease is only able to be combated by robo battles. We increase the reload speed. We know what we're about. Oh no. But I think a Titanfall 2 speedrun stream would also be good, because I would want to learn a lot of the movement tech in Titanfall 2 anyways. And there is a lot of movement stuff in Titanfall 2 that I would want to learn. For instance, there is its own... I died talking about Titanfall 2 movement. I will accept this. But I originally thought that bee hopping would be a lot harder in Titanfall 2, but I originally thought that it was like a 1 frame where you would need to catch every time that you wanted to hop off the ground in order to preserve your momentum. But no, it actually has 5 frames. The thing with Titanfall 2 is that it doesn't allow you to set a mouse wheel button to jump. Like they just don't allow that to happen. You can't do that. I would also like to just learn a speedrun of a game, that doesn't take very long to do and has like fairly complex stuff in it. It's like one of my favorite parts of GDQ is watching the awful block. The awful block is the part of GDQ where they play and they speedrun games that are very, very bad. Awful block and Sonic block are my two favorites in GDQ, and I try to catch them every year. We're taking favorite weapon again. Also, whenever this song plays, I try to be the guy that does things on the beat. It just feels better to have the bow or have the arrow released from your bow at the perfect times. In time with the music. If we ever get a burn weapon, that'll be good. And I will accept that. Also, just like the rhythm of... I stepped into both of those shots. I'm stupid. Just the rhythm of the bow and arrow feels in time with the music already. There's actually is like a roguelike rhythm shooter game that I would like to play if it wasn't for the fact that something about its visuals physically hurt me. It's like the game is designed and drawn in a way that causes stabbing pain to my eyes. And I want to enjoy it and I want to play it because possibly a really fun game. However, it's not worth physically pain. It's not worth the physical pain. That's Borderlands? Sounds about right. Hang on. Borderlands was also like a game where where the game revolved around guns, but using the guns just sucked. Like, the guns were awful. I didn't like using the guns. Most of the guns were like the Torg kablooey guns, and you constantly ran out of ammo, and shooting stuff never felt good. So I said, ah, fuck it, give me brick in Borderlands 1. Hey Renaud, what's up? In Borderlands 1, I would just play brick. I do enjoy this game. I like this game a lot. It's one of my favorite roguelike games. I have played quite a few of them. And this game has scratched a lot of itches. I enjoy it greatly. I don't remember how I got it. I think I got it from a Humble Bundle at some point. Because I have the Legacy Choice package. Because I had Choice for a long time. But I like it a lot. It's very good. Currently trying to complete a run on Hero Plus 4 mode, which is the hardest difficulty that I have unlocked thus far. And it means that I've beaten the game like 3 or 4 times now on the harder difficulties. Also playing with a character that I don't normally play. Darn. Try to playtest the 1.0 version? I have not. Is that something that's available in like the Discord? because that is not something I'm privy to. As far as I know, I'm still just playing like the early access game. I think it recently updated. It's closed for now. Yeah, that's about how. That's how it was with 30XX as well. That's another roguelike that I really like. I haven't done my daily on it yet. I haven't done today. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dying. I'm help. Send help. All right. GG. I played a lot of 20XX, which is a Mega Man style roguelike game. And I said, you know what? 20XX is the only Mega Man game that I like. Because the movement is good, the gameplay feels nice, and I can play as Ace, who is pretty much a 0. And then 30XX was announced, and I played like 20 hours of the demo that came out. And the demo was only available for like a weekend or something like that. Yeah, new stuff. I have to read, so I can't talk. Hang on. I can't read and talk at the same time because I'm bad. These three? Rerolls, weapon fixes for one less power cell. Reduce primary. Nice. Reduce alt fire cooldown 15. Eh. Game director? Oh, sick. Nice game. I'm a big fan. Playing as this guy. Yeah. Decoy guy runs around, has a turret. Yeah. I think there's like some sort of a promotion for Roboquest going on at the moment, because I saw quite a couple of other streamers playing it, and I think they were sponsored for it. It's like, oh, that's neat. So there's probably going to be a update soon-ish for it. I would hope. I would think. I would suspect so. But yeah, I like this game. I enjoyed it a lot. How many hours do I have in this game, actually? Because I've clearly played it quite a lot, and I forgot that I set my monitor to like 60 hertz. So rolling around through my my desktop hurts me. Only 15 hours? Dang, I could have sworn that I put more into it. I probably got distracted by another game. Like, I don't know, maybe I was looking at Final Fantasy 14 stuff. Game release soon? Nice. Looking forward to it. I will gladly play all the new stuff, all the new things. Ow. I rolled straight into that. Owie. Oh yeah, I have an ability. Go, my friend. Go, my ally. How long do you last? Do you just last forever? I guess he lasts until he runs out of health. All right. But 30XX was another roguelike game that came out, and I enjoy it a lot as well. And it had a had the demo that was available for like a weekend, and I played that non-stop. And then sometime after the demo was released, they had a Discord only like beta version, and I was so upset that I was not in it and that I was not able to play it. Yeah, I saw someone play Roboquest the other day. Olivia Monroe, my favorite streamer of all time. What a cheerful little creature. Love her bunches. And I was like, you know what? I really could go for Roboquest. So I got pulled over by a cop and then said, you know what, I'm still going to play a video game. And then the video game was going to be Cyberpunk 2077, but it had like a 12 gigabyte update. He said, there's no way that I'm going to be able to download 12 gigabytes in 3 hours because I live on a mountain full of meth. And we don't know what a first world country is like. So I said, yeah, I'll play Roboquest. It's time. All the signs are pointing towards playing more Roboquest. I can read stars. Also, I was saying earlier today while playing it that I was very, very grateful that rocket launchers allow for rocket jumps, but they don't do self-damage. And I'm very, very incredibly happy that they don't do self-damage. Oh yeah, I also have a melee weapon. Why do I forget that I have stuff like that? Deals burn damage, but using has 10% to burn you. Never mind. Not doing that. Arquebus, good. Throwing axe? I'll take it. Throwing axe with an alt? I am an axe enjoyer. I am an axe enjoyer. I enjoy axes. Performs a melee attack. Takedowns, drop wounded. Alright. I'm taking it. Wait. What? What did I press? Did I press F? What was F? Wait. Is F throw down weapon? Huh. I never knew that. I have learned something today. Additional weapon. You got it. And I'll take the self buff because I'm selfish. And my bot should work for me. Holy moly, I can do this takedown so many times. I can do it so often, I can do it so fast. What's stopping me from being an axe murderer? Yes. Come here. I'm going to get a bunch of you. I'm going to cut off your metal toes and I'm going to put them in my refrigerator. Ooh. Also, the fact that it drops a lot of extra healing is very nice. I also really like the movement challenge rooms. It's just really nice to move around. I keep thinking that I have a dash, but I don't. I just have an auto sprint. Ooh. feel like I could forget about having robo buddies. They feel very low maintenance, and I'm very fine with that. But also, I think I need to also like look at the bottom of my screen sometimes and say, oh hey, they're dead. I should press Q again. Please, pretty cool game director something. Yeah, it was really cool. It's like a in talk reading Judge the Sound. You're watching. Oh, still around. never left. Scary. I'm terrified. I was about to say that you were like Jeffrey Yu, who watches every single Outer Wild stream. Which, another really big favorite game of mine. But I also I also feel like a lot of directors will be doing a lot of the same thing where they just tour their game categories on Twitch or on YouTube, and it's like, you know, I would like to watch them play my game and be happy about it. It would fill me with much joy. Oh yeah, shit, I have an audience. Ugh. If you had not said anything, no pressure, now there's pressure. I have to be cool now. Do I 360 on somebody? I already missed shots. I already jumped into a laser. We're getting a failing grade here. We are not getting that smoking sexy style. Big Leagues reminds me of Jackie, and we know what happened to Jackie. Owie, owie, owie. No, stop it. Cease. Oh, 07. 07 for Jackie. Increases drones additional weapons fire rate by 35%. Increases starting weapon fire rate. Okay, weapon 2 fires faster, weapon 1 fires slower. Got it. We take better healing because we're cowards and bad at the game, and we cannot properly glass cannon because we are bad at the game, and we require additional healing and health in order to make it through the game as a crutch. Because if you have so much health that you can't die, then you have so much health that you can't lose. Such is the way of roguelike games. Also, I don't need the double S. He can live. He has a shield. He has a lot of health. He can live. He is a threat. Billy Boom. Billy Boom, are you the one that has the nuclear attack on your back? Has the nuke button on your back? Something like that. At least it's not the worm on rails boss. That boss is impossible. Well, not impossible, just like incredibly hard. I have never done that fight clean. There's so much going on in that fight. It's really hard. It's hard. It's hard. Okay, he's hard. The worm hard. Reminds me of a Sonic Adventure. Is it entirely because of the rails? Yes. However, Sonic Adventure is also great. I want to stream it. Also, absolutely fucking mind-boggling that Sonic Adventure 1 came out in 1999. Warning, do not destroy. You got it. I follow orders. I am a good drone. I do my job and nothing but my job. Yay. Also I noticed the in the last boss fight that they often there's like 2 different explosion animations that's mixed in with the animation, and one of the explosions are like retro graphical explosion effects. And that's fun. Oh yeah, I have a scrap blaster. Dang it. I forget. I have an extra source of damage. Year you were born? That's right. You were as old as the first 3D Sonic game. Wait, when was the Dreamcast released? Sega Dreamcast release date. 1998. Dang. What a console. I wish I still had mine. I don't know what happened to it. I remember finding my Dreamcast in the little garbage. And I pulled it out of the garbage like, oh shoot, a video game console that I've never seen before. Sony PlayStation. Came out only a few years after the PlayStation. The pumping shotgun. I'm not sure how I I'm still not sure how I like the sound of the pumping shotgun. Refunds 1.13%. Door kickers. Oh yeah, I have 2 weapons. I also have just 2 weapons. I forget that. Oh no! I missed. The little guys. The little dudes are so hard to hit. I'm so bad. The little guys are going to be the absolute death of me every single time. But I'm trying to be good at the game. So I'm trying to be more careful. And that means taking care of the little guys. Meanwhile, missing 5 tomahawk throws in a row at point blank. I did say that I would make an effort to be good. Do better, do gooder. Gun to my head? No. Ewy. Ewy. Threat. Skill. Fuck. I can't refute this. Sometimes you just roll a 1. Sometimes you breathe in and it's like, okay, you've done this thing called breathing your entire life, and then just like sometimes you breathe in down the wrong throat. It's like you roll a 1. You just always roll a 1. Doesn't matter what it is. So every time I screw up something incredibly simple, you can just always roll a 1. That's my cope. Hang on, this shotgun sounds good. Woo. I walked in, I didn't quite know what it was that I was doing, and I didn't get hit. I have recovered my G word license. So they have retribution in the form of extra burning damage, or I can increase their... Now, whenever it says burn damage over time, I think that means that they go through their queued up burn damage faster. So enemies will take their burn damage faster. Or it increases the amount of burn that a enemy has, or the enemy takes. But also, you know what time it is. I have been drinking water, and I am a creature made entirely out of piss. So I have to release some of myself into the world and out of my body. All right, I'm returned. Also, just remember that I have a new QR code, which I don't know. Saying that I have a new QR code kind of just like ruins the joke that I just have a QR code available in my stream that links to a weird thing, and then just never mentioning it, and it's just different every single time. What is your style of humor, would you say, Mr. Tylphen? I would say the funnier something is directly proportional to how much effort was put into it for as little payoff as possible. What do you mean? I mean, somebody works like 3 years on a joke that is absolute shit, and I'm going to lose my mind laughing. I just stay underperforming so that you know when I figure that out. It's like with the promise of reward or a punishment. Because I think... Yeah. I think for me, I work better whenever there's a punishment guaranteed. Because, especially in a competition, it's like there's no reward that is substantial enough for me to care about getting the reward. It's like, whatever, I don't care. Unless it's like a huge amount of money. But if it's just like, I don't know, you get $30, like, I don't know. You get to have your pectorals signed by your Oshi Dolly Parton. Honestly, maybe, I don't know. being able to talk before the great Tennessee Saint Dolly Parton herself would be great. But also, it's like, I would just like to not be punished for shit. And in a competition where it's like, okay, your opponent can be punished, like, oh yeah, I want them to suffer. So if the opponent takes the punishment rather than me, it's like, oh yep, they're taking it. I'm making sure that they are not getting satisfaction out of fighting me or competing with me. So I think I would care a lot more about Overwatch matches if never mind, I died. Game over. I'll get through this eventually. I'll get through Hero plus 4. Yeah, I think I like Turret Guy. You know, I've never heard much of the custom Robo game over sound, but that was just like the first thing that popped in my head. It's just a boom doom 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 doom. Work better, feel like someone's gonna be proud of me. I understand that. Yeah, I can see that. I feel like that would be a really good reason for me to keep going at something. Start the run with an upgrade choice. Does that mean that I start the run with like a level? Also, I don't know what it is, but like this game makes me want to like do Titanfall 2 movement. So I was like slide jumping and I was trying to like wall hop and it's like, no, there's no wall running. Owie. Like if somebody is going to be like really proud or really happy of stuff that I do, then that makes me want to do better at stuff. That's one of the reasons why I really like cooking a lot of foods, is because somebody is going to enjoy my cooking, damn it. It's like I hear that a lot from girls where every time they like, dress up to go out, but then like their plans cancel and there's no longer a reason to go out, they go out anyways, and by Jove, by the thunders of Zeus and Odin themselves, they're going to bring somebody along with them, because dang it, if they didn't throw on this fit for somebody to not tell them that they did good on their fit, then what was the point? Oh yeah, I keep forgetting I have Scrap Blaster. Increased damage by 10% against bosses. We take boss damage. We take it. We need it. What? Why am I like mouth open silent gaming whenever I have this scout rifle in my hands? I could be speaking. I could be saying stuff. But no, I am instead like filling my gamer diaper with invisible gamer points. Sweat mode. It's not even like time to sweat. It's like the first level. I can get through the first level easy. It's after the first boss where things become questionable. Wait. Why am I moving so fast? I don't know. I ain't gonna complain. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Gimme. What even do I have to talk about? That's another good question. It's like, what is it I talk about? I don't go out. I don't have an exciting social life. I don't have stories. I actually did take the time to get a bunch of memo pads and carry one around with me so that I would have writing available at any moment's notice. And I did that largely to have topics to talk about. And it's like I look at a lot of the topics and they're just like, why would you talk about this? Who would be interested in hearing this? Oh. I got hit by everything. I was not playing game very well. That was a poor showing. If this were Mission Impossible, I had just tripped every single alarm. Increase drone fire rate. Let's see, what actually is one of the things that I have written down? Actually is one of the things that I have written up here. Oh, okay, here's a good one. Never mind. I actually have some pretty good gold in there. So way back when, there was a game in the before times called RuneScape. The Holy Roman. I can always talk about the Holy Roman Empire. You're correct. You're absolutely correct. I can talk about how the constructions of roads were vital to their military and citizen documentary, and how they for a long time historians didn't know why it was. Well, actually, they didn't notice for a very long time that there was a gap between the edge of the road and the edge of like a nearby tree line, and they started noticing this at some point, that the roads were not only built like they would have the road, the pavement itself, and it was made out of like crushed gravel, rocks and stuff, and it was meant to be walked and charioted upon for a very, very long time for very cheap. Very huge, very ambitious process that carried the entire Holy Roman Empire for a very long time. But outside of the pavement itself, outside of the actual path itself, off to like 10 to 20 feet to both sides, there was like cleared, no forest, no anything. And then at the end of those 10 to 15 feet or 10 to 20 feet, there was a pit that was dug. So every road had 2 trenches, like 20 feet, 10 to 20 feet on either side of the road. And they eventually figured out that that was so that bandits could not have chariots and they could not assault roads using horses. All your weapons also deal damage of that element? I'm taking it. I would be a fool not to, I think. You don't, yeah, it was incredibly ambitious to think that not only were roads built in such a way that they covered the entire Roman Empire, and that they were built to such incredible specifications, but also that they were fortified in such a way, just like the entire way through. Like there was more effort put into them than was reasonable, but they ended up being like some of the best shit. And I think some of those, I think all those roads actually are still in use today. Also, like, my brain is kind of melting from the music. It's very much like vaporwave music that you listen to whenever you need to zone out and drive down the interstate at 80 miles an hour, and definitely should not be zoning out and should be paying attention to everything, but you're going to zone out anyways because it's a gigantic fucking straight line, and we don't have these things called trains, and we suck. But you're definitely listening to this music and you're definitely zoning out rather than paying attention to the highway. All right, gimme. Music is top tier. Music is very, very good. I also really like how it changes. So it depending on how fast you're going and depending on where it is you are in the level, it will change. If you're in combat, it will change. If you're in a safe zone, it changes. And I think that's really cool. I like music that does that. Yakuza Kiwami and Zero, and well, the entire Yakuza series does. The entire Yakuza series does that. We're getting the 1-up. We're getting the extra life. I feel like I could do this boss without taking any damage. I feel like that now that I have played this game, I can do this boss without taking damage. But back to what I was saying about the ye old days. There was a game called RuneScape. May have heard of it. Might be where your name comes from. But did not have memberships. Also did not take damage from it because I played the game. I'm good now. Increased scrap blaster damage, or next weapon's shot fires a piercing burn arc. I'll take that. I need to see where that is. But we did not have memberships in this household because we were fucking broke as hell. We did not have the spare currency to spend on $5 a month for children's game in a subscription model. However, I really wanted it. I really wanted that membership. So at some point, I decided that I would try and convince my father to purchase a RuneScape membership for me. And I figured that if I was going to do adult things, such as purchase something utilizing money and legal currency, legal tender, I would do it in the most professional manner possible. And I made a PowerPoint. I tried to convince father to purchase a RuneScape membership for my account with a PowerPoint. I had like 3 talking points and mostly ended up with me saying please. I don't remember what all was on it. And I sure as shit don't have it anywhere. But I did show father a PowerPoint that said, yes, I would like you to buy a membership for me. For this online video game that I play sometimes. Like, I don't know, it felt weird to even like try and ask about having video games. This is like, I don't know. It would be like trying to, did it work? No, it did not work. It absolutely did not work. For some reason though, I did manage to convince for a Club Penguin membership. I don't know. That one was strange. I had a Club Penguin membership, but not a RuneScape membership. Now that I think about it, that is like super weird. Absolutely did not work. Ooh. Pump and shotgun? I'll take it. I don't know why it is that I'm weird about this, but every time there is a game that has guns and there are also like archaic options, I'm just like, give me the most Unga caveman option possible. It's like I played Borderlands 2 and like the entire allure is like guns, be able to have a lot of these really cool guns that do things and they are all interesting, and it's like, no, I saith no. and I chose the ninja guy. And as the ninja guy, I just meleeed everything. Because whenever I played Borderlands 2, Gage the Necromancer wasn't out yet, and I didn't know what it was at the time. I do know now, but it's just like I didn't like using the guns in Borderlands 2, and it was like, I'll just let me hit them. Just let them hit them really hard with a stick. Okay, I gotta sweat. Gotta sweat a little bit. Damn it! No, wait! I have a one up. Okay. I have finally made it past this room. I remember doing the minecart game a lot in Club Penguin. So like now that I'm back on like old browser games, spent a lot of time with RuneScape. I don't know. I just sat and got juggled by everything that dude came out with. Ow. I'm bad. Well. My back. My back. My YouTube video started playing. My green square appeared. Welcome back. Welcome back, me. Oh boy. No, wait. That sounded too close to Star Wars, and that's the Disney IP. Nope. Abandon. 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 I will go back to Spear Guy. I will start run with upgrade. And I feel a sneeze going on. I'm feeling it. One day I'll unlock the jetpack. I might do that today. Because I need just like, what, 2-3 more runs? Feeling like a 3 more run kind of situation? Throwing axe. Yeah, buddy. Can opener. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Straight into the wall. Missed everything. Explode the... This ain't the run. This ain't the run, I'm telling you that one. This ain't it. Say, what does awareness do? Increase auto crit chance? I'll take it. Because I don't really know what awareness does. Other than it is a mechanic for my character. I think... No. I thought awareness would be the name of the generation for stealth. Grandma shotgun. You know, I would be messing with Granny's shotgun if it weren't for the fact that it did less damage than this axe, than me Grampy's axe. Actually, I don't think it's Grandpa's axe. I also don't think that it's a dwarf axe. It just is an axe. It is a cyber laser axe. You tell nobody that I took the trait that increases armor. You rat me out to nobody. It's like a... I don't know what it is, but every time it's like... Dexterity. Because in the Dark Souls, you have to like level up your dexterity like 2 or 3 times in order to equip really large weapons, like some of the great swords and the ultra great swords, for no particular reason other than the game says you have to increase your dexterity. And there's like some sort of joke in the community where you just keep that shit a secret. You just keep the fact that you leveled up dexterity a secret. You know, I think it stems from the fact that a lot of PvP builds use dexterity, and people frown on the dex build users because they're almost always, without question, like katana users. And it's a flying shame too, because katanas are bonkers good in all the Souls games for PvP. Owie. So it's probably why they use it. Well, one half the reason why they use it. The other half is so that they can use katana for their anime indulgence. I missed the point blank axe hit. Because I wasn't point blank enough. I'm bad. I'm bad. I feel like this, ever since I said this ain't the run, it's been fated to not be the run. Because sometimes I just have like the XCOM 99% chance of hitting. And if you played XCOM, you know that damn well doesn't mean that there's a 99% chance of hitting. Maybe if I decided to like aim, maybe if I decided to like slow down a little bit, stop being poppy and like I'm on Adderall, and trying to jump around and go as fast as possible. Maybe if I didn't do that, maybe if I decided to consciously focus and aim and shoot at things, then I might do better. I decided to go to the Oasis for a change of scenery and music. What game would you say has like the best shotgun? And what is the best shotgun in any game? So I was trying to think of that question myself. Think of a proper answer to that question. And it's like, you know, I'm a shotgun connoisseur, and I am a great big enjoyer of shotguns in video games. However, I'm not sure if I could put a highest ranking. Probably a Halo series. Probably. I think I might have actually asked this question. It's feeling familiar. I got jump scared by a little guy. So I would probably say Corinth, which I think I said last time as well. Corinth from Warframe. It is a pump action shotgun that is very good, and it has an underslung grenade launcher. So it combines a couple of my favoriteest things, which is shotguns and explosions. And it actually has like a solid shotgun pump feel. It has that good pump action feel to it. I was actually thinking of playing through the Halo series, and the only thing is that I cannot play Halo 5 because Halo 5 is not available on the personal computer platform. However, I do want to play Halo Infinite, which is a game that came out somewhat recently and nobody likes it, which means that I will like it. Which means that I can have it all to myself. Also, Halo Infinite has a grappling hook, so there's no way that it's bad. I was a fool. Wasn't a big fan. Cool. Have you played Infinite? News to me. He just has access to 3 gigantic balls. and it is terrifying because he is showing up my ball power. Owie. Also have the Master Chief Collection? Yeah. I think I mentioned that for fun, I used to do lasso Iron Man runs as a wee lad because Halo 2 was pretty much the only game that I had available at all times. And so I would play that as well as like a couple of other games. But at some point, it was just like, okay, well, how can I play Halo 2 better? I don't have the Xbox Lives, and Halo 3 is out anyways. So it's not like people are playing Halo 2 anymore. And it just came down to play Halo 2 Legendary all skulls on. Well, I didn't actually have like all skulls on because there was no menu to activate all the skulls. It was just I would go out and I would find the skull as soon as I could. So as I would progress through the game, I would have all the skulls, and then if I died, then I would restart the whole game back from level 1. And then I would do it over again. Darn it. I don't have a dash. I can't get up there. But recently, well, not recently. This is like, I don't know, a year or two ago. I believe it was Moist Critical that put out a bounty where he said that nobody has done or recorded a Halo 2 Lasso Iron Man run, and he wanted to see somebody do it, so he put out a bounty of like a few $1,000s of if you can do Halo 2 Lasso Iron Man, then you will get $2,000 from the Moist Critical or something like that. And I was like, you know, I should have done that. I should have done that because I used to do that as a wee lad for fun. Because back in my day, I didn't have much other than that OG Xbox and that GameCube and like Metroid Prime and Custom Robo and Crystal Chronicles. I think I had Vex. Vex was a platformer for the Xbox, but it was also like not that great. I remember trying to play it, and I remember thinking, wow, it's so cool that I can go so fast. But then, I don't know, I just would not finish it. So maybe at some point, I'll be able to stream the Vex game, because that is a game that I would like to complete at some point. Now that I have an excuse to play old games and go on nostalgia trips, and ouch, I've been hacked. Gosh darn it. It's another circle room with a bunch of enemies looking at me, and this is going to murder me. Oh yeah, I have a turret. This is the other thing. I have other ability on this character, and I keep forgetting that I have other ability. I don't know, I was thinking about Overwatch again. I was like, I would like to stream that actually, because there are two things that I would want to do. There's the most recent event where you play 4v4, but there are like some bots on both sides running around, and you have to like progress. It's like a lane for something or other. It's like kind of like a tower defense or something like that. But I was thinking about like a 4v4 format, and I thought, you know what, that should probably be the standard. It should probably be 4v4, because Overwatch 1 had the 6v6. Nobody liked it except for the insane and people who belong in rubber rooms who really like the goats composition. And Overwatch 2 had the 5v, it has not had, still presently has it, but has the 5v5 format with one tank, and I think that is good. I think that is good format. But then 4v4 dropped, and I thought, you know what, it's probably better. And I was trying to think of why it was better, and why it is I would like to have that instead of 5v5 or 6v6, or even hell, I would probably prefer 3v3. And I was thinking about it, and it's like, okay, it's probably because all the heroes have so much to them. Meanwhile, I was thinking about like Team Fortress 2, and as it advertises itself for being crazy, wacky, woohoo, zany, ultra high, fast-paced game, it normally isn't actually. It's actually like very well paced. An old man could keep up with what goes on in Team Fortress 2. However, in Overwatch 2, there's so much shit going on at any point in time, from like ultimates going off, from 2 or 3 different abilities going off, from it's like 6 individual characters per team that are probably all different and doing all sorts of different things. Meanwhile, it's like you look at a pyro, and the pyro has like its flamethrower, and you can guess like, oh, he breathes fire. It's like he has fireballs and shit. Don't go near him, because you have seen a flamethrower in your life before. You look at a heavy, and it's like, oh, he has big gun. It's like you just kind of get it. Yeah, that one was slow. That was like 11 minutes. For my previous runs have been like 15 minutes, and this one map was almost entire runs by itself. Like, was thinking about just like how much shit goes on in Overwatch 2, and then whenever I thought of like, okay, well, why not 3v3? It's like, it's simply because shit just makes more sense. It's easier to keep track of. And I wanted to stream the new event with 4v4, and once I had my fill of it, I figured I would play actual matches and then try and be funny guy. I would go on comms and try to be the funny guy. I figured I would try and make somebody's day. Be the reason why one of them laughed while playing such a heartless and soulless game. Especially like, I don't know, dude, why would you? Paladins and Gundam Evo are right there. And I mean, Gundam Evo is not going to be right there for very long. So I really should take a day to just stream Gundam Evo as well. Gundam Evo. Because I think that Gundam Evolution is like the best hero shooter. It's like actually is the best one. And it's because it's like paced slowly enough, and there's always counterplay. Even if you get like shot in the head by a sniper and you go down, you still have stuff that you can do. Like there's still things that can happen to where you have a play. And also the sniper doesn't, you know, one shot headshot you, which is great. I'm a big fan of that. Sniper rifles are overpowered. I have personal beef with sniper rifles. Any and all one shots in games suck. Yeah, all right. So I now have a sentry gun, which means I can put down additional turrets and I can go invisible and have 2 more turrets. So I can have 4 turrets at the same time. All right. But also I mentioned paladins. It's like, man, I would like to play paladins. There's so many games to play. Gotta finish Cyberpunk 2077 first. Friday will probably be a longer stream because it's Friday. I have no responsibilities. And I can stay up past my bedtime. Oh yeah, another thing with since Borderlands 2 came up. Well, hang on. I'll get back to it. I'll get back to it. I don't ever really use stealth for very long. Anyways, so Having just like extra damage during it is nice. But since Borderlands 2 came up and it was like, I don't particularly care for the guns. I came back and, well, I went back at one point and I replayed it. And is like, I also don't particularly care for minions or summons or sentry builds, which is very funny because I have 4 sentries now. I have 4 sentries in this run. And it's like, whatever. But also, I don't really care for going with them. I built Gage the Necromancer to be the summoner because I thought that she was cool. Also Gage the Necromancer, just like another thing of me finding out that I'm accidentally really into mechs and that mechs are cool, and that I accidentally thought that mechs were cool because everything that I do just somehow comes into the mech zone. It's like, oh, I just happen to like a lot of stuff that it's closely related to mechs or has mechs in it. It's like Gage the Necromancer, yeah, she's cool. I'll play her summon build. And then that was like what I played in Borderlands 2 whenever I went back and played it, because the guns suck. The guns suck in Borderlands 1 and 2. It wasn't until my health, all my health is gone. Honey, darling, please help me. But ow. It wasn't until Borderlands 3 that they actually managed to make guns feel good. And that was whenever I finally decided to actually play with guns. But Necromancer, Summoner, and Mech. It was like, 2 things I don't particularly care about, but I had a lot of fun with her anyways. That one was hard. It was hard to not choose. It was really hard to not choose the rocket launcher. But I know that this is probably the better weapon. But I was recently playing Torchlight Infinite, which is an action RPG game. Oh man, I have to yeah, I'll just take more stealth damage. Okay. It is an action RPG that has very little to do with the actual Torchlight IP, and it was made by a Chinese studio that accidentally made an incredibly good action RPG. So if you enjoy Path of Exile, then you'll enjoy Torchlight Infinite, because Torchlight Infinite is as much of a ripoff of Path of Exile as you can get, but also has a lot of quality of life stuff that make the game possibly even better than Path of Exile. And I just said, you know what? Give me the minions build. Because every time that you do a league start in an action RPG, minions is always good. Minions is always a really good league start, because the minions will do everything for you, and they usually scale. They usually scale for the content a lot better than anything else, and they're usually incredibly cheap to build. So say you had a build in mind with like I don't know, Ice Strike Ranger. Sometime you would have to wait for that build to come online because you need a specific unique or something like that. For minion builds, you usually don't need that because your minions will scale based off of the equipment's items or modifications rather than needing a specific item for its effect or for something or other. So minion builds in action RPGs just always good. So it's been weird to not particularly care about playing a minion build to having a lot of very recent minions, sentries, and turret builds in recent memory. Longbow, you know I gotta take it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait. My mouth straight open. I'm just trying to not get hit. I'm trying to preserve as much health as possible. Trying to like not dodge around, trying to not get in their face, trying to not play like the most rabid dog and animal that you have seen in your life. Which is how I wanted to be. I could have chosen the smart thing and chosen extra health. However, I was seduced by the idea of having better other equipment. Owie. Time to get out. Someone shot me. Another game got updated pretty recently, Warhammer Vermintide. I logged in and saw the talent tree update. And I've seen a lot of the stuff for Zealot, which is the one that I normally play. And it was like, yet another game that has to be played and streamed. Because I really like that game, and it's fun with friends, but I have no friends, so I must stream it and wish that I had friends to stream it with. which is the purpose of streaming, to find friends. Well, for me at least. Ow. Okay. Turret, stop. Stop. You hurt. You're giving me pain. I'm bad. I'm missing aim. He's moving. He's cheating. He's moving. Yeah, I'm going to play Warhammer 40k Dark Tide at some point. I'll be doing that. Yeah. Oh no. Not this guy, not Catacoaster. My bane. Darling, say it ain't so. Say it ain't this then. Music still real good. At least Caterpillar got that going for him. This music's still real good. Otherwise this is just going to absolutely destroy me. It's just like, it's so much to keep track of. It taxes the brain. Every time I hit the green goop, a little bit of my soul escapes me. Escapes me. May? May. Hey, they must have nerfed him at some point. They must have nerfed the caterpillar at some point. Because he used to be a lot harder. He used to take a lot more damage. He used to take off a whole lot more of your health. Or maybe I just played better, which I refuse to believe. I don't believe that. I'm taking that. I'm taking the instant kill. Damn. Well, let's see what we got in the box first. Dual blast guns, blast rifle, armor, fully restores your health. But I have him. Give me your pump and shotgun. And he has like the same assault sentry, but mine is currently a little bit better simply because I can put down more. Is 30% more damage enough to like kill the little guys? We're gonna find out. That was a bunch of damage. It's a good opener. I can't wait to get absolutely destroyed. Because this still ain't the run. This still ain't the run. But I think this is also like my favorite map because there's a lot of goofy elevation shenanigans going on. Because like you can see all the grind rails up top. You can go up there and you can be a menace outside of the map or outside of like their normal boundaries. I don't know. I like that multi-tiered level design. There's a bot trying to find me. Bot trying to climb into my lower intestines. Say, how do you do? And darling, I ain't about that. Ow. Hee-hoy. All right. I know that I aimed way to the left of him. I know I aimed way to the left of that one guy, but that was entirely because I ran out of mouse space. My mouse pad ran out of room. Oi. Let's see. Anything better than a shotgun? Nope. Dealing critical damage reduces stealth cooldown. Bonus movement speed is added as gaming. I have 6% extra movement speed. But dang, I'll be taking that. I haven't gotten very many movement speed ups. Oh yeah. Shut down execution threshold with javelin by 15% on enemies and 30%. I think I'll just take more damage. Or at least deal more damage. Sorry. I hit one of those miner dudes for 888. And that was a lot of damage. Was not expecting that amount of huge damage. I don't know why it is that I'm like hopping around thinking I'm bee hopping. There's no bee hopping in this game. However, jumping around is funny. Can't jump around and be a funny little guy in reality, because then you'll, I don't know, have a cops pull you over for walking and saying, "Sir, you should not be walking. You're not a real person until you're inside of an automobile and you're inside of a vehicle." It's like, "Oh yeah, shit, sorry, sir." Because what are you going to do whenever a cop pulls you over and starts telling you things? Argue with him? No. I'll say, "Yes, sir. I don't want to die from a gunshot today." Actually, I think I just figured out why it is that I don't particularly care about being a smartass to cops. Because go ahead, fucking shoot me. See if I give a fuck. You think I care about my existence on this flat blue marble? Nah, think again. In me. Just make sure you double tap. Because I can't pay that doctor bill. Can't pay that medical bill. But yeah. You realize that you're holding up traffic? Yeah. Yeah, I do. But you know what traffic can do? Fucking go around me. Do you realize that I'm an officer of the law? Yeah. What? I need to know this robot. Every 1 second, generate 1 focus point. Increases critical damage by 2% for each focus. Taking damage consumes all points. Okay. So I get bigger headshot damage the better I am. Alright, got it. Also, that was a lot of wrenches at that for completing that level. Oh yeah. But I don't like the mortar. Also, I said, "Oh yeah," because of this music. I'll just stay shut up for a while so that I can game and listen to music. No, I'm supposed to be They scare me. The mostly invisible dudes scare me. Mostly because of the existence of cloakers. Big man. Big man came around the corner. Charging up like a Spencer from Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Who is from the series Bionic Commando, which I really liked the NES game of. And it had a remake called Bionic Commando Rearmed that I enjoyed a lot. It is perhaps the first game that sparked my love of grappling hooks. And that's mostly due to the fact that if you were good with the grappling hooks in if you were good with Spencer's grappling hook in the original NES Bionic Commando, then you could do a lot of really cool movement skips. So I think Bionic Commando would also probably be a really fun game to speedrun, because I already kind of can. First off, I already kind of can do that. Second off, has fun movement and probably has a lot of really cool movement tech, or quite a lot of skips in it. What with it being a old game and all. Nah. As much as I enjoy explosive projectile weapons, the explosive projectiles of the Thumper are not that great. So I will opt to not take the golden Thumper, which is the second golden gun of the run. I have standards. I will not be purchased by cheap flattery. I will not be bought by such vainglorious auric trinkets. Ewy. Taking down an enemy on stealth extends its duration. That means if I like aim well and I shoot all the little dudes, then I can clear out all the little dudes real quickly. Because my stealth now deals like more damage rather than actually stealthing. Well, actually, it does also give me stealth. I just think that it's on a shorter duration. It does quite a number of things. It does a few things now. Thanks to leveling up. Owie. Holy mess. Sweet mother of mercy. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm not dead. All right. However, I do have fleas on my fucking leg. Itch. Cease. Pull my massive, huge calves up to look at, marvel at, because I have I bicycle up a mountain every damn day. Owie. Also, I started the stream like really tired. It's like I was about to fall asleep before the stream started. And I was thinking, kind of want to take a nap, but it's like 30 minutes before stream. It's like, I'm so dead. It's so over. Don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me. All right. I appreciate the Fall Guys level. And I appreciate that I had more Fall Guys level. I did it! It was the run. I have new difficulty, hero +5. Right then. What all can we buy? We have amassed wealth. We have amassed legal tender. I think we go with having more options available to us. Also, dang, do we have to unlock literally everything? Do we have to purchase like this and this as well? Just like, dang. I did it. Yay. Anyway, that's the end of the stream. That's it. That's all that's all I got for me. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming around. Thanks for saying hello. It was nice having you here. Tomorrow I'll do a long stream, 10 a.m. EST, doing more of the Cyberpunk 2077 DLC. That's it. Bye bye.